After more than a decade behind bars, the woman who was granted clemency from former Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam will walk free.
At 16 years old, Cyntoia Brown was sentenced to life for shooting and killing a man in 2004. She claims she was a victim of sex trafficking at the time. News Channel 5's Sina Sleem spoke with a nonprofit that works with human trafficking survivors who are trying to re-enter into everyday life. And Sina, they say the road ahead can be tricky.
Correct. The education director at Thistle Farms says that when human trafficking victims are released from prison, they are dealing with an array of obstacles, from establishing housing to getting a job, and also dealing with the past trauma. The road to recovery can be a hard one. Exactly 15 years to the day from when she was arrested in 2004, Cyntoia Brown will walk free. Prior to her release from prison Wednesday, Brown met with counselors at the Tennessee Prison for Women to design a re-entry plan. It includes continuing her current studies through the Lipscomb University Life Program. Brown also has a book coming out in October, but integrating back into everyday life can be complicated.
The world keeps on changing.
Sheila Simpkins works at Thistle Farms, an organization that helps human trafficking and prostitution victims get back into everyday life. Simpkins doesn't know Brown personally, but says many of the victims she works with need help getting back on their feet. Part of that is to continue dealing with their trauma.
But I think for any victim who has been in prison, I think the first thing is to work on all that stuff that got you in there in the first place. And so therapy, you know what I mean? And just taking time to get acclimated back into the world. After being in prison for years, you're coming out to something that's completely different.
Thistle Farms is a 2-year program that offers jobs and housing to survivors. Simpkins says it's critical to have resources available to help with the transition.
They have records, and it's really, really difficult to go out and get jobs.
Brown will be on parole supervision until August 7th, 2029. Simpkins urges Brown, along with any victim or former inmate going through a similar situation, to not rush their healing process.
Create some goals for yourself and kind of continue working on yourself.
Brown did release a statement saying that when she's out of prison, she wants to use her experience to help other women and girls dealing with exploitation and abuse. Live in Nashville, Sina Sleem, News Channel 5.